Hello foodies, welcome back for another episode of Crave GFL. Today we are in Pompano Beach. This city has invested over $50 million in their beachside, including brand new sidewalks, a brand new pier, family-friendly park, and even a beachside gym. But what I'm most excited about is Beach House. This restaurant and bar sits virtually on the sand with prime views of the Atlantic Ocean. Its cozy and chill atmosphere intertwines with an approachable yet elevated menu. I'm headed inside to meet Gio and have my taste buds ride a wave of flavor. Gio, how you doing?
Blue, how's it going?
So good to see you. Good to see you. What an incredible view of Pompano Beach that we have here, and what an incredible venue this Beach House Pompano is. How did Beach House Pompano come to be?
The idea behind the concept was to create an experience-driven restaurant where the decor is sort of inspired by surf culture from around the world.
I love that.
For example, we have these paddles on the wall that are from an artist out of Polynesia. All of our furniture was designed from an artist in Bali. And then the coolest thing that I love is we have these wooden doors and windows downstairs that create this sort of partition.
Okay.
And those are from houses from the 18th century in Southeast Asia. So we were able to restore those and kind of put them in here so we have a piece of history preserved in our space.
I love it that you guys are giving people the opportunity to learn a little bit about surf culture, but I learn best through digestion.
Perfect. Okay, well in that case, why don't I take you over to meet our chef, Chef Rick.
All right.
He's got something really cool planned for you, and he's going to show you a couple of our signature dishes and sort of the magic behind how we create those.
This guy's talking my love language.
All right, let's check it out.
Let's go. Chef Rick, thank you so much for this beautiful setup right on the beach. You guys brought the kitchen out to the top at the rooftop. And what are you making for us today?
So we're doing our beach house clams, sauteed item, very unique, a lot of ingredients in there.
Okay.
We're gonna be doing our new jumbo lump crab cake, which is actually a new menu item coming out. We're gonna be doing our shrimp and grits, and then we're gonna be doing our meaty barbecue beef ribs.
Woo, cannot wait. What are we starting with?
We're gonna start with the crab cake salad.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure my flame is on, my pan's getting hot. I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little oil in there. Just make sure we get hot. We use nothing but all jumbo lump crab meat.
Okay.
So very little binder. In our binder, some eggs, some mayonnaise, some fresh herbs. That's it. We're gonna go ahead and pour that in. So we're just gonna fold it together. We don't wanna break up the lump too much, so you have those big clusters in there.
And that's a hearty portion of crab in there, man.
Absolutely.
Nice.
We use some panko breadcrumb,
Ooh, nice.
and I'll leave that with you. You can top it. How's that sound?
Ah, there we go.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that crab meat in there. It's about 4 ounces. I'm gonna eyeball it for now.
It's like my grandma, how she used to cook. She eyeballed everything.
All our mothers and grandmothers did, right? And then we need a little panko on top.
All right.
And then we're gonna go ahead, pat that down, and we're gonna actually slide the mold right in there. Let it sit in there for about 30 seconds, because it's still gonna brown, and then we're gonna slide it out of there. We wanna make sure that it binds together a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and slide it out of there now.
All right, Chef, while that is browning and settling together, tell me a little bit about your office here, because you get to work with the beach as your backdrop. How is that?
It's pretty cool. It's it was said by one of my kitchen sous chefs a while back that we should be considered privileged to work here. Because not many people get to work right on the beach and this breeze, and the wind comes in, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, that breeze is rolling in. It's really nice up here. So what do we got going on?
So we're gonna go ahead, go underneath it, and flip it.
Nice.
And you can see that nice brown top. And once again, you want it to be broken up a little bit.
Nice.
So we've got our lovely Pomeranian mustard sauce. It's a mixture of Pomeranian mustard, a little cream, a little butter, and some fresh herbs. So we're gonna go ahead and just put that right on the plate.
Oh, look at
We don't want to forget those couple extra bites in there, right?
Those are probably the best.
Put them right on top. And then you got a nice little salad on there to make it.
Nice.
Jumbo lump crab cake on Pomeranian mustard with mixed greens and feta cheese.
All right, Chef, that looks incredible. What is next on the menu?
We are going to do our beach house clams. So olive oil back in the pan. We've got some andouille sausage, which is naturally fatty. So that's why we don't put too much olive oil in the pan.
I'm also naturally fatty.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to comment on that, but
it's
we'll
fine.
leave it alone.
Yeah.
We're gonna put the andouille in there and start letting it render down with the olive oil. Once again, that's gonna be a lot of your flavor. Make sure your pan's nice and hot. Some minced garlic.
Oh, and that smells amazing already.
Okay, so we've got some great Gulf clams.
Okay.
Go ahead and let you add those in there.
All right, just toss them right in?
Toss them right in.
All right, here we go.
And then we're gonna go ahead and add in our white wine, about a couple tablespoons. And let that deglaze a little bit, let it render down. And then we're gonna go in with a little chicken stock.
And now these clams are just gonna start opening up by themselves.
Yeah, and you know what? The longer it takes, the better. So then we're gonna go in with some fresh thyme, oregano, and basil. And then we're gonna go ahead and cover it up. You can use a lid. In the restaurants, we use fry pans, we improvise. And this is gonna take about 4 to 5 minutes to reduce and the clams to open. Then we're gonna finish with a little bit of butter, and then we're gonna put it over a crostini. So let's see how our little clams are doing.
All right, let me flip that open for you.
Look at them, surrendering. And you notice how some don't?
Right.
So you might have to put some on and go back in there, but we've got enough cooked that we can go ahead and plate them right now.
All right.
Oh, look go ahead and get those clams in there. And I take a little while because I like to get a little height. You can just pour them in there.
It's a little clam tower you're building here.
Yeah.
With a moat and everything.
See, you smell those, you smell that?
Yeah, no, that's incredible.
Then we're gonna go ahead and take a little bit of butter.
Okay.
We're gonna finish it up. Beach House clams. Blue, I'm gonna cook our shrimp and grits right now.
All right.
Why don't you go over there? I'll bring the food over to you when we're ready.
You do what you do best, I'll do what I do best.
Thank you. Blue, it is time to try some amazing food.
Wow.
Our beefy ribs with peanut and ginger coleslaw, shrimp and grits with our amazing grits and white cheddar in the middle, jumbo lump crab cake, Pomeray mustard, mixed green sour with feta, and our Beach House clams with all kinds of flavors, andouille sausage, shallots, garlic, chicken stock. You'll love it.
This is a feast, brother. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome. It's
I
a pleasure.
appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
What a feast Rick has put out for me. I think I'm gonna start with the ribs. These take over 4 hours to make and are topped off with some homemade barbecue sauce. Super tender. They fall right off the bone. Nice smokiness. And it's finished off with some nice sweetness from that barbecue sauce. Those are incredible. And plenty to share. All right, and the shrimp and grits is a pretty hearty plate. There's a lot going on here, a lot of different flavors. And let me grab some grits, and I definitely want to grab a shrimp in there. It's in a nice creamy sauce. Those grits are rich, and there's a little bit of spice, but it's toned down by the creaminess in that sauce. Excellent, excellent dish with a lot of different flavors going on in here. And if I can reach over here, these crab cakes, I saw him making these live. And again, it is jumbo lump crab. The pieces of crab in this are insane. You get some of those mustard seeds, nice creamy sauce that it's sitting on top of, and fresh crab flavor. The panko on top adds a nice crisp to it. That is what you're expecting when you're gonna eat at the beach. You want light, fresh seafood. That nails it on the head. And I'm gonna reach over here. Oh, I think I pulled a mussel. Get it? Get it? These are the clams that we made. And we just scoop it out and pop them in. I don't mean to be shellfish, but I can eat 10 of those by myself. This is an incredible feast, and it runs the gamut. You got some amazing beef ribs, you have some great seafood, and with this beach as your backdrop, it does not get any better than this. That is it for this episode of Crave GFL, but check out previous episodes on Visit Lauderdale TV. We'll catch you next time.